Because the football ground is still not leveled. The football ground is still not leveled, my dear friends. In our society, yes, socially, mentally, we got some more empowerment, but financially, there are certain stages where still people consider the women as still weaker side. Still weaker side. So that still our roads are bumpy. Still, there are lots of bumpy roads for us. Still, there are lots of bumpy roads. Yes, we are gaining importance everywhere. People are gaining importance. We should not say that we are not getting anywhere. No, we must show off. We are getting importance. Only thing is, the bumpy roads are more. So what should we do? I have a question. If we have bumpy roads everywhere, what should we do? You should be a strong wheel. When the wheel is strong, why people use four-wheel cars? Because any bumpy roads, no problem. It will have a dune dashing. In dune dashing, you need to have a strong wheeled cars, not saloon cars. 4 wheels we need. Why? That is more potential. Power is more. So you need to develop that horsepower. You need to develop that growth in you. Then what happens? We can level the football ground again. We need not fight for our justice. We need not fight for that. You have to show what you are. You have to become a tribe. For the success of, as Ms. Seema, Dr. Seema was telling, that we as a women, we have to be together. Is exactly. I agree that we all together, behind the success of every woman is not the men. Behind the success of every woman is not the men, but the women. If women join the tribe of successful women, if one successful woman empowers the other successful women, if she is able to create that ripple effect in the society, then what happens? She feels that being so successful, she's so harmonious, she's so gracious, and she's so compassionate, and she's helping me to develop myself. And like this, we go on empowering every woman, helping them, showing them empathy in her critical things, in her critical stages. Like Dr. Seema was telling that when a woman comes from the pregnancy stage, delivery stages after back home to the work, we need to show her, we need to show excitement that you are back. We have to show that we are there, any support you need because you have come back again. You know, that creates that energy. We have to create that. There was, actually there was a field, there was a group of farmers standing at one place, and all of them, you know, they were so sad because there was no rain at all. There was no rain at all. Everybody was so sad. And they finally decided, I think we need to go on for prayers. For prayers, maybe God will accept our prayers and then we will get the rain. And everybody gathered. The next day, they came up for the prayer. And one person has come up with the umbrella. One person come up with the umbrella. Then everyone asked him, what's the reason that you have come up with the umbrella? Still, we did not pray. We did not started our rituals. After prayers, after rituals, we will get the rain. So what is the need of umbrella right now? You know what the person said? He said, yes, now we are praying. After that, rain comes. So I need umbrella. That is his confidence. That is his self-confidence. That is what lacking in us. What if I do? Maybe people not accept me this. Maybe people don't like this. You know, the day we stop thinking about what others think, what if? The day we stop. When we start living for ourselves, not for others. Trust me, that day you will harness all the energy, harness all the creativity inside you. Whatever the energy, whatever the creativity that is inside you is just stopped by thinking what others will think. What if? What if? So, my dear friends, we need to stop this. Nobody is going to come with you, neither your friend nor anyone. You have to fight your war alone. Remember that. How much you flatter anyone, how much you run behind anyone, it goes in vain one day, because you cannot make people happy every time. One day or other they will be angry, and again you will come back to the normal. So you have wasted all the days impressing others. Instead, start impressing yourself. Start flattering yourself. Start loving yourself that you are the best. This is what we need right now. What we need right now is this, that you are the best. And you have no need for you to be a great tree, my dear friends. From my childhood, I used to study this from Competition Success Review, that you need not be a great tree. If you are a healthy bush, small, healthy bush, it's more than enough. Why? If somebody is so rich and so successful, let her be. Let her be going cars, let her be going in jet, let her be going whatever she got, let her be blessed with that. We should say, stay blessed. You be happy with what you have. Big steps. Women needs to develop that. Show gratitude that you are alive. Every day is a gift. Enjoy every accomplishment, whether it is a major or minor. Oh, I just did small thing today, nothing more than that. No, that small thing is also matter, because every day, I have a habit. Every small thing I do, I go for a coffee with my husband. I go for a long drive. I go for a chocolate. Means I enjoy my success, whatever it is, minor or major. But I celebrate. Celebrate your life, my dear friends. Celebrate your womanhood. Everyone don't get that. If anybody asks me, you want to be a boy or girl next? We don't know. We have next genome we call. We have it or no, but yeah, I will say I would love to be a girl, because the beauty, the harmony, the grace, the compassion, the passion that girl child has is not seen in anywhere. So my dear friends, enjoy it. Celebrate your success. Don't call yourself weak or anything. You don't need batteries to recharge. You are already empowered lady. Just remember your mother, how strong warrior she is, enough to say that you are the strong warrior. So face all the uncertainties of the life, because now lots of uncertainties are going to come. Be ready to be a warrior and not a warrior. With this, I've taken a lot of your time. Thank you so much, Miss Caroline, for this wonderful opportunity and this Women and Workforce platform. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. What an enthusiasm. This is the energy we require for all the leadership. And once we raise the voice, so it's not just for stopping or shouting, it's all about that we can be the voice of some others who can't raise it, and we can make it. So absolutely. And yeah, even I want to celebrate something else, not no more Women's Day. I want to celebrate something else. We all want to celebrate something else. So let's come up with this. So feminism isn't about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. So it's my great honor to invite the sculpture of positivity, benevolent personality. Yes, I would like to call here Sonesh Bharadwaj ma'am, motivational speaker, certified corporate behavioral trainer, life busy and business coach, youth mentor. Over to you, respected ma'am. And I would request everyone, please go with the 5 to 6 minute time so we can cover all the dignitaries, all the speakers. Over to you, respected ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Madni, for such a lovely introduction. First of all, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the dignitaries present over here. My heartfelt thanks to Caroline ma'am for such a lovely opportunity here, C8Tv, and all the dignitaries again for your lovely presence. No doubt, I'm so amazed by the kind of vibrant start which we got from all the three amazing leaders prior to me, right from Dr. Seema. Alka ma'am, and then Dr. Shama. What a brilliant start it is. Now, I'm just going to connect the dots quickly because we do have just 5 minutes as ordered by our wonderful host. So, without much delay, let me tell you for me what a women is all about. Somebody very rightly pointed out, I celebrate my Women's Day every day, my dear friend. For me, there is nothing called a one day, there is nothing called a 1 minute. I feel very complete in myself because the first and the foremost thing which we all need to understand is, do you love yourself? Do you have a quality called self love? And if you can really understand this term called self love, I'm sure you will not get confused that where you are losing yourself. So when we talk about this theme today, women at workplace, though all the three dynamic leaders prior to me, they have spoke a lot in terms of what a women need to carry upon. Now, let me just tell you the second flip side of it at the workplace. Women go through a lot of challenges. Now, challenges when I talk about, I'm not going to talk about here only about sexual harassment as a challenge. The biggest challenge today a woman fights for is the right of equality. And let me tell you, it's not only at workplace, it's everywhere, right? And we have to accept it. The reason, the hindrance, very rightly pointed out, we as a women is becoming the biggest hindrance for the growth to each other. So let's understand first why we are blocking each other when we can celebrate in such a harmonious way by supporting each other. And then only you can just raise your voice that why a male needs to support you. Because I do feel that every individual is complete in they themselves, provided that they understand who they are first. And if you really understand your power being a woman, let me tell you, we all women being blessed to be balanced first. I have seen a lot of corporate leaders, and I'm so blessed to get trained under almost all the top leaders across the globe. And I've only learned one thing. All the female leaders, when I see they're heading at the top levels, that they are very balanced in them, they themselves. They are not something called genius personalities, but let me tell you, they reflect that genius radiance in themselves because they make you feel you are very special to them. And that's the power a woman carries, right? Because I believe if you are a very strong leader, no matter what, which background you come, no matter what is your educational background, what kind of challenges you have gone through, if you have surpassed each and everything, my dear friends, you yourself has made your complete structure to go and empower people in the best possible way. The second most important thing a lady has to understand is the power of judgment. Especially at workplace, I have seen ladies, they judge themselves. They say any bigger responsibility comes, they back out. Oh, no, 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 I have family. My dear friends, you have family. But remember one thing, you have joined corporate because that point of time also you were knowing you have a family. So now it's a time to prove yourself that you are not a weak leader. I'm not denying the fact that you should not respect your timings, but at the same time, you are not weak at all. Don't feel that only male has to fulfill that responsibility being a leader and you can't take that opportunity. Balance. Where there is a voice, you have to understand you have to voice out for the right reason. Don't become finicky. Oh, let me just keep my mouth shut. Otherwise, I might lose my promotion. Or let me not tell no to anything because I have to be a yes, yes person to my boss. These things are only making you weak at workplace. The moment you understand and you really and clearly judge what to say right and what to say no, you have developed the right mind frame, which is called growth mindset in you as a leader. Because in corporate, I believe there is nothing called male and female dominance. It's all about equality. And if you understand that term very powerfully, I'm sure you will not hesitate to ask questions, even to your make folks, right? All you need to understand is how to be assertive in communication. I found a lot of leaders have exceptionally good quality communication skills, but somewhere they fail to be assertive. You have to hold that assertiveness in you no matter what. You are at a workplace, you are a businesswoman, or even you are talking into any social gathering. Because being assertive is highly a leader needs to have in order to radiate the right power of empowerment. Now, just to sum up and to summarize, I want to say only one thing. A woman, being a woman, feel blessed, self love yourself, and be balanced in your approach. When I say be balanced, it hardly matters. You're a working lady, you have your family, you have your social life. Please have your me time too, because you are equally important. Give yourself that respect, an image which God has created all of us. So let's respect each other. Let's celebrate the entire womanhood, not in 1 day or 1 minute or 1 hour. I think it's every minute celebration. Feel yourself fully compassionate and radiate complete power by empowering everyone. On that note, thank you so much. Love, light, and abundance to all of you. You all have been phenomenally great. Keep rocking. You all are meant to rock. Thank you so much.
Perfectly said, ma'am. And I really love the thought. When we all are sitting here, so somewhere, somehow, our family is handling everything. And I could say today, if you, Sonesh, ma'am, you are with me all the time, I think. And it's my third session of the day. And how wonderfully my family can take care of, like if I give example, my mom is somewhere out for the some in function. What my papa said, you should go because we will take care of it. You haven't been along. And my father, who has prepared food, my brother who has served me, they are a government employee. They earn more than a lakh. When they can do, so why any man cannot take that responsibility? So this should be done. Here I come, proud sister, proud daughter. So make yourself like proud, like if you also feel like that. So I believe that everyone should know the responsibility when we together wants to grow. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you
Now,
so
feeling
much, Dr. Madhuri.
most welcome, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I'm just insisting no ordering. I'm not there to even order. I'm just insisting everyone. Please go with the 5 minutes so we can hear each and every dignitaries over here. So, feeling elated to invite the wonderful, spectacular personality, yes, I would like to call upon Miss Anita Raju, ma'am, life coach and certified skills trainer. Anita, ma'am. Yeah, over to you, ma'am, please.
Hi, Madhi. Thank you so much. And what a forum this is, and what an evening. It is really brilliant to be part of this wonderful session today. And my greetings to all the dignitaries here, and my special thanks to Dr. Professor Carolyn and Dr. Rajarao Fagdipalli for this wonderful opportunity. So today, as everyone else covered, okay, what really needs to be done and what really would take us or get us to where we want to be, I'd like to just take a few years back to actually cover what really happened earlier and where we were and what we are doing today and where we are going to head in the near future. So women in the workplace, the theme as it says, what is a workplace? First, we should define the workplace itself. So workplace for women at some point of time used to be kitchen and home. And to be precise, it is kitchen. Okay, they were seen as caretakers, midwives, healers, supporters at home, nothing beyond that. And in the last 60 years, we've taken a paradigm shift from where we were and how we were looked at earlier and where we are today. And we should first stop and give a gratitude for all the humanitarians and the social activists and other people that supported this growth. So to talk about how it shifted from just being seen as a woman in the kitchen, how it changed is slowly we shifted to body-based positions. When I say body-based positions, when people started coming to workplace, they were taken as secretaries, receptionists, typists, or probably into hospitality and things like that, where in order to attract more people to come in, either by their looks, by their pleasing personality, or by the efforts that they could bring in. So that's how we were at some point. And from there also, we slowly transformed to a talent-based, skill-based, or intellect-based positions or roles within the company. So I think that shift is very, very clear. That clearly shows women are unstoppable and they have the capability to do everything that a man can do, and they are succeeding in life. So I'd like to also talk about a few successful women in the Indian history, or we take the United States of America, or even European Union for that matter. So in the Indian history, if you look at it, a lot of women took the roles of doctor, engineer, lawyer, etc. Okay, in the last 50 years or so. But whereas when it comes to finance and decision making, For a very long time, people didn't believe that women are extremely good at this. They were only seen as somebody who could earn, but still the father or the husband or the son was always looking at the financing aspect or the decision making for the family or at the workspace. So again, a lot of things happened and a few women proved themselves to be extremely good at that and they really succeeded in those roles. So that's why if you even take an example today in India, Nirmala Sitharaman is the Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs. And if you take WHO, the World Health Organization, and today related to COVID in the last 2.5 years, whatever the WHO is working towards, the chief scientist behind that is Soumya Swaminathan. So these women have proven that they are not just there as women to objectify them for certain roles. We are exceedingly doing well in certain spheres of life. So apart from that, even if you take the example of Cafe Coffee Day, okay, I'd like to bring this example because I'd like to show you how women rise up, even when they were not in very prominent positions, when they got a small opportunity, how they were able to rise up and do really well and prove to the world what they are capable of. Cafe Coffee Day in 2019, the CEO, VG Siddharth, okay, decided actually to give his life and he committed suicide because he had around 7,000 crores debt in 2019 and he actually couldn't find multiple ways to address that. So he committed suicide. It was a very, very melancholic moment for the woman at home to digest this fact first. And there are a lot of lenders who are behind you to clear the debts. So Malavika Hegde, who is the wife of Siddharth, who rose up to the situation, she took over the position of the CEO. And in 2 years, you won't believe that it's not even a good year, right? It's not a good economic year. It is pandemic, it is COVID lockdown, okay? During an economic crisis, she was able to turn the company around. And from 7,000 crores in 2 years, she moved it to 1,731 crores in 2021 March. So that is the kind of capability that women bring in. Until then, she was not even paid 1 rupee as salary from this company. So she was able to turn it around. Or similarly, if you look at, we are only talking about women who are born as girl babies and girl children and who rose up. But talk about transgender, what kind of social taboo that they are in. So if you take transgender, one successful woman that I can talk about is Dr. Kalki Subramanian. At the age of 14, she identified that she's part of the transgender and she's not a male anymore. And in the kind of situation where transgender women were only looked at for either begging or for prostitution as a job for them to earn something for their living. But she broke those stereotypes and she became a writer, actor, social activist, and she mentored several transgender women to rise up to the positions of lawyers, doctors, police officers, and many other respectable positions in the society. So let's keep India aside for some time. Even when we take the most looked up economy, the most looked up country in the entire world is the United States. So world really looks up to them for innovation, technology, trade, or economy. But only after several decades, very recently, Kamala Harris became the 49th Vice President of the United States, which is the chief leadership position in the United States for a woman. So she's the highest ranking female in the history of the US. So slowly things are changing and we will be getting there very soon. If we take European Union, okay, let's even talk about Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel, who is the Chancellor of Germany. From 2005 to 2021, she was the Chancellor of Germany. And during this period, she faced a lot of things. It was not a very good years for her to manage this position. But she managed global financial crisis, European debt crisis, or even she brought in a lot of counteractive initiatives for Great Recession. She was the longest serving incumbent of head of government in the European Union. So I'd like to sum up and say that considering all of this, okay, I only gave a few examples, but there are many other people, many other women that have shown their metal, shown their material to the world. So studies from Harvard, MIT, Korn Ferry, or Lenin really reiterates the view that the organizations where women were taken in senior leadership positions had tremendous inclination in the organizational growth, in terms of monetary growth, and in terms of also the market growth. So it is also said that the gender gap, when addressed, would have massive impact to economic growth to the extent of $28 trillion. This is equivalent to the economies of US and China put together. It is also said that if governments across the world show faster progress to gender equality, they would increase 11% of global GDP. They'll contribute that way to the global GDP. Considering this, many corporates have come forward to hire people to increase the massive number of women population. So the only thing I can inform or tell and request all the women across the world is, don't stay away from the corporate world because of these posh or because of so many other things, sexual harassment or so many other things, inequalities that you could see. Come forward, fight for it, and you will break through this and you will become extremely successful. And there are so many people in the world who have come forward to support women. Those could be men, women, governments, and also institutions like our own, right? All of us are talking about it only because we want to bring a change. So let all of them come forward to have a very, very successful story for women in the future. Like what Dr. Madhvi Bose said, let's not have a separate day called Women's Day. Let's celebrate the success of every other human being here. Thank you so much.
Gratitude, ma'am. So amiable personality you are, with a brilliant brand, a brilliant brand and an explanation. Wow, what an amazing way. Like the instances, the examples you have given, it's really, it was like you said there. So some of the example, but it really makes a difference. And when it comes to transgender, who really thinks? So this is when we think apart from everything. So there we come. So it's so strengthened, so empowered. So we are ready to empower someone. So this is how it works. So let's not be burdened for anyone anymore. Let's be support for each other. So gratified to invite the magnificent and humble personality now. I would like to call one of my friends, Shweta, educationist, academic advisor. Please, Shweta, ma'am, come over here and enlighten us.
Thank you. Thank you as usual. Wonderful, Madhavi, ma'am. And it's a great platform, I must say. And thank you, Rajarao sir and Caroline ma'am. You people always create miracle, and this is really a great platform. And we are celebrating this Women's Day week, I must say. And the education, the way, and the topic. Today's topic is women in the workplace. So the education plays an important role. Because it creates that kind of shape within male or female. And women are born leaders because they know how to balance things in and out. They know how to balance in the family part also, and in the workplace also, they are doing great. So the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report ranked India at 149th position out of 150 countries on economic participation and opportunities. According to the WEF report, raising women's participation in labor force can increase India's GDP significantly. A working woman creates a lot more employment in the economy, thus providing a source of livelihood for others. The declining women's labor force participation, gender pay gap, high rates of informal work with lack of social security are seen as impediments to the goal of gender equality and the empowerment of women. Now we will discuss about the factor for low workforce participation of women. There are multiple factors responsible for low women participation in the workforce,
ranging from the stereotypes in the society to the lack enabling and safe environment for working women. It was really pleasant listening to all the speakers who have already told that how women are facing problems in the workplace and how they are coming out slowly and gradually. Adding to that, according to the All India Survey of Higher Education report, the gender gap in the country narrowed as compared to the previous years. The girl students have outnumbered men in 8 disciplines. However, these women are either marrying early or not looking for jobs. Now, second one is shrinking agriculture sectors. Labor force participation data by NSSO shows a decline in the number of women in the workforce is accounted for mainly by rural women. The shrinking of agriculture sector is the reason for pull down in the figures in India. Also, the manufacturing sector is not so robust to absorb job losses from the agriculture sector. Infrastructure is the issues are also the important part. The small cities safer commuting options, a workforce and work setting plans which enables women to also raise families are the primary drivers of the way women respond to working options in the urban spaces. Stereotypical gender roles, job with undefined nature of work, such as factory jobs, are thought to be male dominated, and women are discouraged to go to that track. Women are expected to play the set gender roles, specifically that parenting after a certain age. Now, but these are the issues